The next generation of gaming is almost upon us with the soon-to-be released Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. In this video though, I'm going to be focusing solely on the PS5 and the struggles that it may be having, not confirmed by Sony of course, but the rumoured struggles that are potentially hindering the PlayStation 5, as well as some specs on the PlayStation 5 to help you make the decision whether you want the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5. Now apparently the PlayStation 5 is having its heating issues. The PlayStation 4 wasn't great in this regard, but it's allegedly worse than ever. I can't say for certain if this is true or not. It may be in some capacity because more processing power will in turn cause more overheating, especially if the graphics are going to be as good as the leaks say they will be. According to Mike Cerny, the PS5 has been built for heat management in mind, especially with the new GPU and CPU's variable frequency in the brand new boost mode, which should push for the most power possible. Mike Cerny even commented on how much PlayStation hasn't had a great reputation with their cooling systems in the last generation. So from an official side of things, the PS5's heating malfunction is false, and it may just be a social media attack on Sony. Who knows, it may just be Xbox fanboys just trying to get everyone to buy the new Xbox over the PlayStation 5. Now a lot of people want power with their consoles, and the PlayStation 5 is shown to be less powerful than the Xbox Series X, and the base numbers do show that. But with the variable frequency in the PS5, the console can adjust and adhere to what a game demands, which is great. The console won't need to be pushing itself to cause any malfunctions. I personally know people whose PS4s just flat out overheat and stop working if they play such an intensive game, so this variable frequency should hopefully fix all these problems with the PS4. Now one thing that people always worry about when picking up a brand new console is its storage capacity. The PS4 and Xbox One both had 500GB in their standard model, but later iterations of those generations actually proved to go to around 1TB. The storage for the PS5 has been put up to 825GB, which isn't much above the PS4 and is actually less than the PS4 Pro, which had a full 1TB. It may sound like they're taking a step backwards, but the console can draw on the storage, we assume, quicker than the Xbox Series X. Both the Series X and the PlayStation 5 will have additional SSDs that you can buy, but the PS5 doesn't draw the storage information from that external SSD as quickly as its main hard drive. So keep your big performance heavy games on your main hard drive when you get the PS5. These SSDs that are additional really harken back to the PlayStation 2 era, where you'd have additional memory cards to store all of your game data. For me personally, I'm really liking this feature because with my PS4 I took it apart and installed a 2TB hard drive so I could install so many games. And the fact that we can have additional SSDs is just brilliant. It would be just like an extra external storage device like you can already have with your PlayStation 4. Now it's absolutely crazy that we haven't even seen the PS5 yet. We don't know why as of now, but Sony is set to reveal the PS5 in the next few months. The PS5 is still set to release in the holiday season of 2020, which is only 8 months away. Sony really needs to start showing the design off soon, or otherwise I feel people will just buy an Xbox Series X, especially due to the marketing side of things. The PS5 is rumoured to have a tower-like design, much akin to the Xbox Series X, and I definitely don't think it's going to look like the dev kit we saw a while back, but I just thought I'd put this out there because we haven't had any confirmation whether it's going to be like the dev kit or like this rumoured tower design. When playing a game, I always look for good audio design, and with the PS5, this is going to be enhanced tenfold. The PS5 is said to have 3D audio, meaning you will literally be able to hear things from a game that are all around you from any direction. It's not just your left or right headphone or the speakers on your TV. It seems like Sony are going full on in the immersion side of things for this generation, and let me tell you, I don't think any of us are complaining about this 3D audio. Now, I'd say one of the best and worst things that have been put into the PS5 is the fact that it will support backwards compatibility. Not with the PS1, 2 or 3, but with a select few games from the PS4's library. And I was a bit bummed out at this, but I'm not surprised. Sony have never really taken kindly to backwards compatibility. If you remember, they removed it from the PS3 in later models, and the only way you can play games from previous generations on the PS4 is through a paid service called PlayStation Now. But at least they're taking a step in the right direction. They probably have seen what Xbox is doing, allowing the Xbox One players to play Xbox 360 games and original Xbox games, and they're just trying to take their own little twist on it, but sadly it's lacking some of the features of the previous generations. The controller for the PS5 was revealed not too long ago, and it's growing on me, put it that way. I didn't really like it at first, but it's shaping up to be a okay controller. Its curved design is very different to Sony's conventional controllers, but it looks to feel like a bigger Xbox 360 controller, and I guess by saying that, I could just say an Xbox One controller. The controller will support USB-C for the rechargeable internal battery, much like the PS4, and unlike the Series X, which is still relying on batteries. A good addition to the PS5 controller is the fact that it will have a built-in microphone, and it is replacing, by the looks of it, the speaker area on the PS4 controller, which was the DualShock 4. This is great if you can't get a fancy headset, and so you're not restricted to not being able to talk with your friends while playing a game. Especially if you just hop in for a quick match or something like that, or even if your headset breaks, you will still have a way to communicate with your friends whilst playing a game, which is a really nice touch, and I commend Sony for that. Well done. Now, with the quality of this built-in microphone, we don't know how good of a quality it will be, but at least it will have some functionality if you don't have a headset, and you may have to bring the controller a bit closer to your face so your friends will actually be able to hear you, but as of now, we'll have to wait and see to the quality of this built-in microphone. The PS5 controller, or the DualSense as it's being dubbed, with the triggers they will have haptic feedback, allowing the player to feel a wide range of sensations from the triggers, like going over a gravelly road in a car, pulling the strings on a bow, or pulling the trigger on a gun. As said previously, Sony are really going full in with immersion in the next generation, and they really want you to feel like you're in the game, which is fantastic, and Sony are definitely striving for greatness in this regard. When Sony did their tech talk, I really feel like it was a missed opportunity, and I sat there for over an hour awaiting to see if they'd revealed the actual model of the PlayStation 5, and it's just such a shame that they didn't. I really feel like that would have been a fantastic way to build up hype for the PS5, as at the moment the Xbox Series X is skyrocketing with hype, and Sony has left the PlayStation 5 in the dark. Now, with the next generation of gaming upon the horizon, I feel like this is a very unpopular opinion from me, but I just thought I'd put it out there. I don't really feel like we need a new generation of consoles yet. I'd be happy to keep playing my PS4 for a lot longer and many years to come, so I may or may not get the PS5 on launch, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And so that was everything on the PS5 that you will need to know when making your decision. Will you get the Xbox Series X or will you get the PS5? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, then subscribe and turn on the notification button so you don't miss another upload from me. So thank you and goodbye.